In an effort to address the child care crisis in South Dakota, the Department of Social Services is proposing some rule changes that would ease requirements for daycares.
The department held a public hearing today and heard both support and opposition from daycare providers.
About 20 people came to today's hearing at the Department of Social Services office in Sioux Falls. Another dozen or so commented via conference call.
The daycare crisis is a real thing.
The state summary of the proposed rule changes says they are more closely aligned with the federal child care requirements. The changes are also meant to reduce barriers for licensing. A couple of daycare providers say they support the rule changes because they give them more flexibility. Some of the changes include allowing home-based providers to care for 3 infants instead of 2, allowing group size to align with the size of the room, and cutting training requirements for staff. Mary Ann Frang, who owns M&M Daycare in Huron, is one of the people who voiced her opposition to the changes.
We're going backwards. We are going so far backwards that it's an unsafe environment. My other comment is consider your own baby and your own grandbabies. Would you really feel comfortable leaving your child, your grandchild, in a situation that is so unsafe?
Frank testified that even a superwoman can't get 3 infants, a 1-year-old, and 8 3-year-olds out of a house in case of a fire. The fact remains there is a critical shortage of daycares in South Dakota, and some parents are desperate to find daycare, especially for infants. However, Kayla Klein, the director of Early Learner South Dakota, says we need to look elsewhere to find solutions.
We need to bring in other entities, economic development, businesses. It should not just be put on the state, nor should we find quick fixes that interfere with the safety of our youngest and most vulnerable in the state. But rather in reducing barrier or decreasing regulation, why don't we instead look for ways to incentivize and support providers?
Now, the public has 10 days to give input. You can find a link with this story on KELOLAND.com.